Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ceanne here. It is another beautiful sunny Northern California day, and I want to believe that we are at the beginning of our summer, past the mid-June, and we've had rain and wind and storms and crazy weather, but I'm hoping that summer is finally here and peaked. Petey and I, you can't see her. Let me see if I can say hi, Petey. There's Petey. Are here this morning. Hi, whoever joined. Happy Wednesday. So today I'm going to continue on talking about why your funnel is funky. And I'm just going to do a little recap from yesterday. Basically, yesterday I was bold enough to say, or I'll be bold enough to say right now, if you have a business, you need a funnel. If you know somebody that has a business, they need a funnel. And a funnel, I'm going to talk a little bit about the difference between a funnel and a website. Again, just doing a little recap. And a website, which I have been developing websites for 20 years plus. Started, went to school, graduated in web development, was doing HTML, coding, all kinds of things that go into a website. And then we got WordPress, and I moved into developing websites on WordPress for my clients and did that for a long time. Still doing it once in a while, but I really think the difference between a website is it's just a place to have an online presence where it's kind of like a big business card. Represents who you are as a company, your about you, the services that you provide, and just makes you a legitimate business. I tend to believe if you don't have a website and you're saying that you are in business, are you really in business? Are you really building authority and credibility in your business? Are you really standing out and as a leader and an expert in your field? And so then comes the sales funnel, which is all about taking your online business and your online presence to the next level, where you are putting in an automated system. You're setting up everything where it's 24/7 automated, so that you can basically be your own salesperson online all the time. You don't have to be there on the phone. At least not in the beginning of the sales process. Your branding and your messaging and your copy, everything that's in your funnel is selling your services for you. They are, your brand is there. You've built a brand. You've built an automated system where, you set up a place where your potential client can put in their email address and their name, so you can start nurturing a relationship with them, giving them tips, tips and ideas, and selling your services to them in a, what's called autoresponder. And so you're just setting this up. Getting leads, building clients, and making sales with your sales funnel. Now, I've been doing that for a long time with people all over the world. Some of my clients have been on the Oprah show, on Dr. Oz, on various different morning shows all over the United States. And I've had the opportunity to work with lots of authors and coaches and professional people that are really serious in their field, and they have spent a lot of time, money, and energy building a sales funnel so that they can retire, so they can have the six-figure plus, 7-figure, 8-figure businesses. But I have decided that instead of working with clients all over the world, I want to work with entrepreneurs who are building these business-based challenges. And I want to talk a little bit about the business-based challenge today, and then move on to the 5 reasons why your funnel, if you have one, is funky, and why it's not working for you, what you can do to expand it, elevate your business, and create the life that you want to live, and working with the clients that you want to work with. So yesterday I talked about the pivot that we made in 2019 when the world was hit with COVID and everybody had to stay home, and many businesses were closing, but also we were learning about this challenge-based business and how to bring your business online in the way of what's called a challenge, which we'll talk about that for a minute. In 2019, I worked with quite a few women entrepreneurs who were beginning their business. They had a message to share, Instagram influencer, health coaches, life coaches, authors, and people like that, people that wanted to influence and had a message to share. And so, I talked about how I worked with Delia Ford, and we created a health summit, and she was so excited that she had 1,000 new people on her email list. Now, Russell Brunson says that for every person that's on your email list, it's worth $1 if you want to monetize it, right? So, and she actually made about $1,000 in the summit that we put together. So moving forward to that, I started working with more clients, and I was amazed to see one of my clients made about between 50 and 70 grand in 7 days, and I started to see this opportunity. And then I saw a couple other clients make 30 grand in 30 days, 30 grand in 6 months. And it was exciting, but also I saw some of my clients not able to launch. They were getting caught up in the weeds of the sales funnel and getting leads, getting out there. They were afraid to go live on their social media, and they had these great ideas, but they had a failure to launch. They were dealing with FOMO, and they were dealing with imposter syndrome, and it was just aggravating. It was frustrating. And I started to develop a new business. And so this business model, I'm going to talk a little bit about the challenge model today. It's all about, let's say, you're a health coach. Let's say you're a network marketing health coach, where you have a product that's going to help someone lose weight, right? So you're going to create a Facebook group and an outline of your messaging, what you want to teach, how you want to train and educate your people. Make a plan, and then you're going to execute it. Then you're going to invite your people, your audience, the people that you want to work with, to a free 3 to 5 day, 7 day challenge. And they're going to participate, and every day you're going to challenge them to get one result. Maybe that's to release 1 pound, to eat healthy, right? To drink water. It could be simple as, like, I've had a challenge where it's just like, drink great water for 7 days, because water, just putting good quality water into your body, can heal it. There are certain diseases and illnesses and things that are caused just because you're dehydrated. And so I had a water challenge, every day was just drink a gallon of water. And we had it written on the bottle of the ounces that it, what we were drinking, and put some type of meaning on it. And it was fun. It was super fun. Part of the challenge is just engaging with your tribe, finding your tribe, seeing if it's a good fit, letting your tribe get to know you, and then giving them an offer, monetizing your challenge, because you're going to you're doing this free thing, but you want to also monetize it where they have an opportunity to work with you. So they have an opportunity, we call it a VIP, a fast track, fast start offer. you're going to be able to buy the challenge content. So at the very beginning of the funnel, you get an opportunity to make money just going in. You know, you're giving them value of being able to keep all the videos. It's just like right now I'm making these videos, and then after I'm done videoing them, I download them and I put them onto my YouTube channel. And I can also like edit them and package them and keep them and give them, repurpose them and give them or sell them to my clients, right? And then also in the challenge, business-based challenge, once people get to know you and know that they either like you or they don't like you, they know that, and they can decide if they want to work with you, then you can offer them whatever products or services that you're selling. If you're a health coach and you have like a weight loss product, you can get them to, when I used to do Beachbody, like when I did challenges, it was all about selling them like the 21 day, I can't remember the name of it, fitness. And they'd buy the kit, they'd get me as a coach, and we'd work together. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be that if you have some type of network marketing type of business, or, you know, you're a health coach and you have some type of product. If you're like a life coach or an author, you know, it's just about bringing on people and selling your product. That's the, you know, bringing on people, giving them lots of value for free, and then seeing if it's a good partnership and then working together. That's the business-based challenge in a nutshell. So I not only know the challenge model and the strategies around making money with a business-based challenge, but I am an expert when it comes to building out business-based challenge funnels. So that's kind of like my expertise, where I've like helped people and what I love to do. So when I see people like stuck in the weeds, like my friend Paula was, you know, a couple weeks ago, she actually like spent a year trying to figure out how to get her funnel to work. All kinds of messages coming in, and not knowing how to figure out the tech of it and how to make it work to really launch it, not being confident in her launch. And I was able to like say, hey, let me look at it, spend a few hours on, you know, fixing a few things, making her, you know, her banner look nice, removing the background with her picture, you know, adding beautiful banner to it so that it's really beautiful with her branding, and also making her message clear. She already had everything kind of together. I just had to like spit shine it, you know, polish it up and make it nice. And then she was able to go forth and start making money with her business and doing things that she loves. Something that she's passionate about is helping people, helping women be healthier. You know, that's what it's about. These challenges, you know, the people that I'm working with have a heart. You know, they're authentic, they have a good product, and they really want to help people that they're called to. They want to create a movement and make an impact while creating financial stability in their business and their life. So, promised that I was going to talk about the five things that will keep your funnel funky, why your funnel's funky. You know, yesterday I talked about the font. You know, it's the look, the aesthetic look. You know, we want to feel good. You want to put out a product that's pleasing. You want to put out a product that looks like it's professional, custom, that's not like everybody else. A lot of the times my clients will start with a template. You know, if you go into ClickFunnels, there's lots of templates that you can like start with. They're shared templates. They're great. It's a great place to start. And it kind of gives you an outline, a skeleton, a foundation of something to work with. But when you're bringing on in your stuff for your funnel, you not only have to like make the technology work, you also get to, you know, share your message, which is your copy, your writing, you know, what you want to say so that people want to join you, so that they're going to buy in. You're going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Enroll them in your challenge, and they're going to want to work with you from the get-go. That you're representing yourself as a professional, one of a kind professional, and you're separating yourself from everybody else, because there's hundreds and thousands of coaches out there, of health coaches, and you want to what's called niche down, so that you're serving one type of person or a couple of type of people. Like, I serve entrepreneur, powerful women. A lot of them are faith-based. I'm still kind of like have a couple of different audiences, and yes, I serve men. I work with guys at a different level, doing done-for-you funnels, and but what I'm trying to get across is, through that sales page, you want to represent you, and you want to be talking to the person that you want to work with. And so coming together with your messaging and your branding is important. And if it's not together, your funnel is going to be funky and flop, more than likely, because it's not connecting. Russell Brunson talks about hook, story, offer. You know, the hook, having powerful headlines that are captivating and bring curiosity, or authority is like 5 ways to, you know, discover this in 5 days. It's a hook. It's something that's going to cause, like, I want to learn more about that. Or it can be a crazy, crazy looking image, right? I did a campaign a few years ago when I was, I had Russell Brunson and I had Doogie Howser, and I had some type of funny caption, and I got lots and lots of like clicks. And Russell Brunson looks like he's about 13, and so does Doogie Howser. He was 13, I think, when he was a doctor, right? You know, revealing my growing up in the 80s, watching Doogie Howser. But it was like a way to capture the attention of people that are in the same age bracket as I am, in the same generation. They're familiar who Doogie Howser is, right? And they're also, you know, familiar with who Russell Brunson is, because those are most of the people that I like to work with. You know, it's like working with moms that maybe they're empty nesters, you know, finding out something that you relate to as far as the person that you're working with. So getting back on point, your sales page, your funnel needs to have that. And if it doesn't connect strongly with the people that you're going after, it's going to fail and be funky. Number 2, you know, we talked about the crazy fonts and the crazy colors, the same thing. It's just like, you need to have eye-catching font, which are the style of the text that are going to be readable. They're bold and they're bright and they're pleasing to the eye, with enough white, you know, color space, and it's I can't even say the word. Your graphics and your type is just like an art. So being on point when it comes to like putting together your images and your graphics and your fonts and your colors, and if it looks like a gigantic, like you just threw paint on there and just threw stuff together, people like it's like a spastic mess. And it's another reason why your funnel will fail. Big thing that I find a lot of people getting lost in the weeds, and I'm gonna kind of stay on this point today, is with the tech. A lot of technology goes into building a funnel. Not only the technology when you're like in the back end of the funnel of making sure like all the buttons go to the right place, because there's lots of different choices. Do I want this to submit my autoresponder so it sends the name and email address to my active campaign, which is you can use like Chipmonkey. I don't recommend that, but MailChimp, all kinds of things. And this is where your email messages are kept. And the technology behind clicking connecting your ClickFunnels to your autoresponder, which is going to be sending out your emails to continue nurturing your people. So there's that making that connection and that correct. And then you have, in these buttons, they do all kinds of things. It's like they can take you to the next page of the funnel. They can take you to the order form. They can take you to a video. There's all kinds of things. One time I made a funnel and it had 150 steps on it because there were so many different options. So many different, if this happens, this happens. If my client does this, it triggers this event. And it can be super crazy. And when you're building out a business-based challenge, it's going to be about 3 or 4 pages at the most, more than likely, unless you have several different offers. And then there's the domain, hooking up your domain, going to GoDaddy or buying a domain in ClickFunnels and making sure it's connecting with the funnel. There's a lot of steps into that process too. So that can get overwhelming. So making sure that the technology, if you go and buy a domain at GoDaddy, it's, connected correctly to ClickFunnels where they're talking to each other, and all the talking in ClickFunnels is happening correctly. And then there's a payment gateway, which I always recommend Stripe. Or it's like my clients use Stripe, or some of them use PayPal, and there's other things that are out there. And, setting up your account in Stripe so that it's connecting with your bank account, so that when people pay you through Stripe, they make a payment on ClickFunnels, it goes into your Stripe account, and then it actually hits your bank account correctly. It can be tedious. And so it's like setting up your Stripe account at the account level, where it's like you're connecting your bank account to your Stripe account, and then taking the step further to integrate Stripe with ClickFunnels so that you can get paid. So that's a huge thing when it comes to integrating the technology, where people can get kind of lost in the weeds. And this is where I come alongside and say, hey, I can help you with this. A lot of times when it comes to success, it's about opening your pocketbook because you're trapped in the weeds and you don't know how to move forward. It's like either you're going to invest in time and learning how to Frankenstein it together by watching YouTube videos and taking the time, and then not even have the confidence that it's done correctly, because you pieced it together without having the puzzle picture to say, is this right? Yeah, you can test it out. And so then the other thing people get caught up in is, there's one other thing, I'm trying to think of what it is. Domain, payment gateway, Stripe, and the buttons, and autoresponders. So those are the things that people get caught up with as far as the technology is concerned, that hold people back. What else is there that makes your funnel funky? Yeah, so we got branding, their messaging, hook, story, offer, connecting with your people, the technology, and then making it go live. A lot of people that I've worked with have a fear when it comes to being confident that their sales funnel, their offer, and their challenge is great. It's something that people want. And so you need an expert to give you the stamp of approval, making sure that everything is edited correctly and proofed, and that is interesting. And often you just have to say, hey, I'm just going to put it out there in front of people and see what happens. It's kind of like fishing. You throw out your line and see if the fish are biting, see if it's working, see if the bait is good. And if it's not, you move downstream and you make a couple of tweaks, throw it in again, cast it out again, see if they're biting there. Sometimes it's not the right time. Sometimes it's not the right bait. Sometimes you're not in the right spot. Sometimes you just get tangled up in the weeds. But when I'm learning to fish, I want to bring somebody that knows what the heck they're doing. Because I went and bought power bait last year, and I wasn't in the right place. I wasn't catching any fish. I was just learning. But like this summer with my fishing, it's going to be a little bit different. The same goes when we're hunting for gold. You know, finding the right places where it looks good. You know, we've done the search, you know, the investigation into where we want to go. This looks like a great place. This is where the creek runs right down, and the storms hit it in the right things, where the lines are great, and we dig. We take the effort and we dig and we dig and we dig. Take our buckets down to the water and swish it around and look for gold. And if we find some, we keep digging in that spot. If we don't, we move somewhere else. And that's the same with marketing, and the same with playing this game when it comes to reaching your audience, finding your niche, finding that sweet spot where you can serve your clients the best way. Here's Petey behind me. I'm probably going to get some sunburn, some sun on my shoulders. But yeah, so that's the reasons why your funnel is funky. And I would love for you to comment below. Right now, I'm doing my free 5-day Funky Funnels challenge on my personal profile, just to start engaging with y'all, my Facebook family. And I will be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Might be, you know, it's around 9 o'clock. I have we raise Jack Russells, and today was a shuffle around getting dogs in and out of the house. So I'll be here around 9 o'clock in the morning, live at 9, and to talk more about why your funky funnel is failing. I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you want to join my Funky Funnel 5-day challenge, I'm starting on Monday. Love to hear from you. Would love to hear what kind of business you're in. If you have a funnel, if you know what a funnel is, and just love to hear from you. Have a great day. God bless.